Welcome back to where we bring you the most insane car builds, epic reviews, and unique automotive experiences. If you love cars that break the rules and redefine categories, you're in the right place. Buckle up because today, we have something truly wild, a 2025 Porsche Cayenne GTS transformed into a vintage pickup truck. Let's get into it. Alright, folks, what you're looking at is something that shouldn't exist, but does. This is the 2025 Porsche Cayenne GTS, but not as you know it. This luxury performance SUV has been reimagined as a vintage-inspired pickup truck, blending Porsche's high-tech engineering with a retro, old-school truck aesthetic. And trust me, it's just as crazy as it sounds. The base 2025 Porsche Cayenne GTS. Before we get into the modifications, let's talk about the base car. The 2025 Porsche Cayenne GTS is an absolute beast. Under the hood, it packs a 4.0-liter twin-turbo V8, delivering a monstrous 500 horsepower and 486 pound-feet of torque. This thing isn't just fast for an SUV, it's fast, period. With a 0 to 60 time of just 4.2 seconds, it'll dust most sports cars on the road. But here's where we went completely off the rails. Instead of leaving it as a high-performance luxury SUV, we chopped it up and turned it into a vintage pickup. The build, turning a Cayenne into a pickup. So, how did we do it? Well, first, we took the rear section of the Cayenne and completely removed the back half of the roof. That's right, gone. Then, we reinforced the chassis and added a custom steel-framed truck bed with a wooden slat finish, paying homage to classic 1950s pickups. It's got that old-school workhorse vibe but with Porsche's modern engineering underneath. Just look at this bed, it's got polished oak with hand-rubbed lacquer, making it both functional and beautiful. We even integrated LED bed lighting and a hidden storage compartment for extra practicality. But that's just the beginning. The exterior, vintage, but make it Porsche. To match the pickup truck transformation, we gave it a retro two-tone paint job, deep midnight blue on top with cream accents running along the fenders and doors. The classic round Porsche headlights were kept intact, but we swapped out the modern grille for a custom vintage-style horizontal slat grille, giving it that old-school pickup truck personality. We also lowered the suspension slightly to balance performance and stance, sitting on custom 21-inch classic-style wheels wrapped in high-performance tires. And let's not forget those custom wide fenders, adding to the aggressive yet nostalgic look. The interior, where old meets new. Now, if you think the exterior is crazy, wait until you see the interior. We kept most of Porsche's high-end tech, the 12.6-inch curved digital display, the Bose surround sound system, and the adaptive sport seats, but we blended in classic touches. The entire dashboard has been retrimmed in aged saddle brown leather, with handcrafted wood grain inserts replacing the modern carbon fiber. Even the steering wheel got a retro makeover, wrapped in vintage-style perforated leather with classic Porsche badging. And to complete the look, we swapped out the gear shifter for a custom billet aluminum column shifter, just like you'd see in an old-school American truck. It's that perfect balance of luxury, nostalgia, and performance. Performance. Does it still drive like a Porsche? You might be wondering, does this thing still drive like a Porsche? And the answer is yes, and no. The V8 power is still there, and the Porsche active suspension management system keeps it planted. But with the weight redistribution from the pickup conversion, it's got a slightly different feel, more rear-heavy, more balanced like a classic muscle car. And let me tell you, that exhaust note is pure symphony. That's 500 horsepower of German engineering breathing fire. And even with the truck bed, it still does 0 to 60 in just over 4.5 seconds. Not bad for something that looks like it belongs on a farm in the 1950s. Why build this? Now, the big question. Why do this? Well, because we could. This project was all about pushing boundaries and redefining what's possible. Porsche purists might scream in horror, but we see it as a fusion of heritage and innovation. A modern Porsche with the soul of a classic pickup truck. It's an idea that shouldn't work, but somehow, it does. Final thoughts. Would you drive this? So, there you have it, the 2025 Porsche Cayenne GTS, reimagined as a vintage pickup truck. It's luxurious, it's powerful, it's ridiculously impractical, and we absolutely love it. But what do you think? Would you drive this? Drop a comment below and let us know. Outro. Call to action. If you enjoyed this build and want to see more crazy custom projects, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss an upload. We've got some insane builds coming up, and trust me, you don't want to miss them. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.